Hey guys, what's up? Another video of me and Woodster walking together with me looking like an absolute turd. Not even a polished turd, just a general turd, really. Glamorous! Really sweaty as well. It was really humid out here. Absolutely horrible, but... Oh, anyway. I was having a thought just then. And now that I'm kind of like vlogging on my phone, and I've always got my phone on me, I've kind of gotten into the habit of like picking my phone up and vlogging when I have these thoughts, which is proving useful because otherwise I end up writing these things down. And then I would go to vlog them at a later date and I'd never get around to doing it. So you guys are going to hear all the internal workings from now on. So I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing for you guys, but we're going to roll with it. So yes, the thought of today's walkies was... I was just thinking to myself how amazing he's doing. Like, somebody commented on the last little walkies video I posted about how much more confidently he was walking on and how happy he looked. And he really does. Like, he looks a bit tired. He's been in his stable all day today because it's been storming and horrible. So he's a bit tired and sleepy. But he's walking on so confidently, so consistently. He's just like, he's absolutely rocking it. Like, Woodster doesn't walk like this. He never has. And part of it, I think, is down to the fact that his shoes are off now. He has been notably more forward-going since his shoes came off. So I think that was definitely playing into it. But even so, the first few times I did this walkies thing with him, it was very like stop, start, look at everything, hesitate, speed up, slow down, spook, you know, here, there and everywhere. And it's kind of coming to a stop already, and we've only been doing this for a couple of weeks. Only done it a handful of times together. And I had a sudden thought when we were just walking up back up the road then. And I realised that when he was a youngster, sorry, I'm just checking for cars, it's really noisy today. When he was a youngster, he didn't do any of this stuff. Like, he missed all of this in-hand stuff. Like, we did other in-hand stuff. We did all the desensitising, which I think anybody who's seen videos of him will know that the desensitising, we definitely hit the nail on the head with that one, with him. Come on, keep up. No slacking. So yeah, we did tons of desensitising, tons of mountain block training. That definitely shows it with him. I did, what do they call it? Like free tie? Or ground tying, that's it. Come on, are you getting tired? Yeah, I've been walking fast today. I've been power walking. Yeah, so we did all the ground tying training. We done all that kind of stuff. And that is really evident. Come on, get up. That's really evident in his demeanour and his behaviour in everyday life. Like, all of that stuff is that. And what he didn't do is he didn't do much long reining. Come on, he didn't do any real walking out in hand with people. He's never done the whole like ride and lead, as in lead him out when he's a baby with another horse. The reason he never did any of that stuff is because he was such a freaking psychopath. We started taking him out long reining and he would bronk and rodeo and bugger off. And I actually lost him a couple of times on this lane. He didn't do much lunging when he was a youngster either. Come on, you're getting lazy now. Get on. Thank you. Taking advantage. Yeah, he didn't do much lunging either because, again, he used to bronk and rodeo and you couldn't hold him. Like, there was just no way you were going to hold him when he did that. When he goes, he goes. He did that with the lunging, he did that with the long reining. And he was kind of a pillock to like lead out on the roads as well, because he'd spook at something and he'd get away from you. My arm's aching, my goodness. And obviously you can't keep losing a horse on a road. At some point, it's going to cause an accident. So we pulled a plug on all that stuff. And I just got on him. We backed him and we cracked on and we did stuff that way. I'm going to switch hands, hang on. Ugh. There we go. And I'm wondering now, like it literally just hit me walking up the road a minute ago. I'm thinking, damn, is this why? Or is this one of the reasons why he's so bloody anxious when we take him out? Is it because he never got that confidence from us on the ground when he was a youngster? I mean, it was his own bloody fault, because he was a psychopath, really, my darling. Eh? He still is, but like butter wouldn't melt. Look at him. You good boy. But no, it got me thinking and it got me wondering. And I know that's not going to be the entirety of the issue, but I just think that's definitely played into it. Because like I said, there's just been such a noticeable difference in his confidence walking out just for doing this for a couple of weeks. I haven't hacked him out. Come on, we're slacking off, come on. I haven't hacked him out in about a week now. I think I might try and do that in the next couple of days. I'm not going to have time tomorrow, maybe the day after. Come on. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing. So out of breath, my God. I'm looking forward to seeing how he does, how he walks out, how confident he is. If I can keep him marching on like he is now. He's taking the mickey now because I'm not paying full attention to him. Come on. Look, this rope is getting longer and longer and you're getting further and further behind. You're like a flipping pack donkey, you are. Aren't you? This is what you'll do. You go right to the end of his rope and then you're literally pulling him along like a pack donkey or like a Western supermare donkey with his nose sticking out. He's so lazy. Like, again, that absolutely plays into it as well. But yeah, just a little thought I had and it just got me thinking. Like, how important is that early days groundwork? I mean, all the stuff you do with a young horse is so, so important, but just never really dawned on me that he missed out on that stuff. And he did, and I definitely think it's made a difference. I'm going to lean on my gate and die now. You all right, my dude? Good boy. Huh? No, he's so cute. Oh, let's chuck my stick down a sec. Put my phone back in the other hand. Oh, yeah, so that was today's walky thinky walky. I'm quite liking these walks. It gives you tons of time to think about stuff. Yeah, look how chill he is. And he's been in his stable all day today. Normally on a day like today, he'd be absolutely wired. Excuse me, hiccuping. He'd be up on his toes. He'd be screaming and anxious and very upset. And he's just, well, look, pretty settled. Yeah, definitely food for thought. Definitely food for thought. Anyway, yeah, short and sweet one. Literally just popped into my head and I was like, that's worth sharing with people, just worth pointing out the importance of not skipping over things with young horses. You know, make sure you do the tie-up training, even if your horse hates it. Like, and I think that's why we bailed on it, because we struggled with it, but we shouldn't have bailed on it just because it was difficult. What we should have done is done it in the field, long rein him in the field. Make a round pen out of electric tape. Like, I've done that in the years since he was a youngster. I've made round pens in the field out of electric tape to lunge him so that he gets it in his head that he can't just bronk and pull me off down the field, because he's a bloody nightmare for doing that, aren't you? You haven't done it for a while, but you do absolutely tank. When you go off on one, you're like a proper rodeo horse, aren't you? He just goes. But it's just, yeah, it's so important, and we should have gone back and done it. So, there you go, moral of the story for anybody who's got a young horse. Do the groundwork, do the manners training, do the tie-up training, do the stable training, do the trailer training. Do the ground tying practice, do the long reining, do the lunging, do the pole work in hand, walk them out in hand from both sides as well, because if you're going to walk a horse out on the road, you've got to be on the other side of him than what you would traditionally be on. So train your horse to walk with you on both sides, train them to have manners in hand, do the mountain block training, do the gait training, you know, all of these things are so important. And do all weather training as well. Like, don't wuss out if there's a storm. You know, so one day you might get stuck out in a storm riding a young horse, and it might be the first time it's ever been out in a storm, and it's going to absolutely crap its pants if it's never seen it before. So you have to, you can't wuss out from these things. Like, you've got to teach them it. You've got to expose them to absolutely everything. Do this desensitizing training with them. Yeah, he's getting bored, isn't he? And do the standing. Can we not swing our head over, please? Do the standing and waiting training with them as well. That is so important. Blue had never done standing and waiting, and he hated it. Now he's as good as gold. He'll stand in the show ring for hours and wait relatively patiently. But yeah, just, you got to do these things. It's so important, because years down the line, when you're dealing with a fruitcake horse, Mr. Woodster, one day the penny's going to drop and you're going to think, oh yeah, crap, I didn't do that with him when he was a baby, did I? And no, that's kind of factoring into this problem that we're dealing with now. You know, a problem that was kind of that big back then is now like huge now. Stop giving me side eye, problem horse. Should we go get some hay? Anyway, short and sweet thoughts of the day. Bye guys.